Right, I've started it. I'll wait for viewers. There we go, we've got someone viewing. Right, Cadwell Park. This is the first race. Is it first race? It is. I get confused with all this qualifying. So this is the first race of the standard production. Group 4, Group 4E production. So BSSO asked me to do some live feeds. So I thought I'd take a walk, come over the gooseneck. I will swap it around so you can see quite a bit from here, which I never knew, to be honest. Obviously, come off the start straight, it's the first corner. You can see all the way down the back straight. And here is the entry to the gooseneck, which is a awesome corner. So I thought this is why I'll come here, because many people don't really see it. So this is obviously still the vintage bikes. I started it because this is their warm down lap, so scooters should be out anytime soon. Fingers crossed, because today is dragging as per. We still haven't had the Super Scoot race, first race. All we've had is qualifying. So come on, hurry up. That's the problem. Like, no disrespect to the slow people, but when they go even slower on the slow down lap, it's tedious. So as I said, Group 4, 4E production, and I think we have got 2 zips out as well in Group 10, I believe. Mark Shirley and Anthony Maxwell, I believe, for Team Hornet. Anthony Maxwell, if his name, yeah, I think so. And Mark Shirley for Chisel Speed is out on the other Group 10, which is the zip. So hopefully we should see the scooters soon. And they'll be coming up from there. So let's have a little zoom in. So as you can see, Cadwell is huge, absolutely huge. This is basically the back section, really. The famous gooseneck, which is here. I'll zoom back out. And obviously you have got the mountain, which a lot of people take. A lot of the live feeds are actually done on the mountain, so and the woodland section. So because it's close, this is an absolute miles. I've had to walk miles, so I hope you all appreciate it. So yeah, Nigel, hello. Andy, hello mate. Shock week, I hope you will tune in for the Super Scoot, because I am out, I'm racing. So first time in 3 years on the old faithful Group 6. So yeah, I hope you will tune in for that. Qualified second behind Darren Keneally, because Darren is absolutely on it. If he's not racing scooters, he's racing his CB. And if he's not racing his CB 500, he's racing his Triumph. And he's awesome. He's awesome on a bike, and he's even better on a scooter. So that'll be interesting. Darren is obviously qualified pole on Group 4 as well here. So more than likely you'll see Darren. Hopefully we'll hear him before we see him. Anytime now. It's the only problem doing live feeds. People walk past you because of dodgy looks.
Well, it looks like
Alex, nice. Cheers for joining in, mate.
I'm just down here down on the straight and one up the copies, but
come on.
Out of the way, we're on to the ACU scooter stock machines, which was qualifying earlier on in the day, which was headed by Darren Keneally.
As you can hear the commentator.
I see there's a nice cloud of blue two-stroke smoke in the collecting area, so that's
right. So we're on track now.
Signals the
I'll line up and then they'll get told to come.
I think they are all two-strokes.
It's a shame because you can't actually really see how big this back straight is. But it is huge. It goes on forever. but which is quite nice, gives you a bit of a rest. You can check all your gauges as well, make sure it's doing what it's doing. So that's quite nice then, having a long straight, not gonna lie. Especially when you get into the tight stuff, the mountain and woodlands, it's hard work. You just physically cannot have a look. Can't hear him yet. Can't see no smoke. Come on. Perhaps I started this a bit early, but I didn't want to start it too late and we miss it. BHR, they are behind, as we're saying. It's what, 4:30, 4:45 now, maybe 5 o'clock. This is their first race. Well, second race technically, because obviously the first race is now qualifying. Dave Delaney, afternoon. Shame you're not here, mate. I thought you would have been, to be honest, Dave. Especially after Seaside. I thought you'd be all over this. Getting the little Vespa out. Keeping quiet because I just want to see if I can hear them, but no luck so. The Super Scoots was fun. The qualifying, obviously, we shouldn't be stopped on the grid for the qualifying. So we all come hearing out at the last corner. Most of us was heads down and we see him marshalling the track, red flag. So there was something on the track still, so they had to stop us on the start line. So that was interesting. Of course, really silent. That's how big it is. You can't even hear the scooters. I keep pointing at the trees because that's where they're going to come from. So obviously this isn't race start. This is just going to be their warm up lap. So I line them up on the grid in their grid positions and let them do their warm up lap. Then it will be race start. John Gilbert, yes, John. Just talking about you. Actually, I'm over here with Mr. Green. They're holding, I don't know why they're holding everyone for so long. Especially as they're really, I don't think Super Scoots will get their race today, to be honest. Right, here we go. Right, they've just leaving the grid now. You can hear them. So I'll zoom in and you'll see them fly up the hill, which is an awesome corner as well.
Here we go. The scooters are emerging from the collecting area.
So if I was a betting man, I would say my money would be on Darren Keneally, I reckon, winning Group 4. So, production class, I tell you, Graham Tatton, I reckon that's my prediction. 4E. Now that's interesting because obviously Justin and Steve Wright have been battling it out. So I reckon Steve. I reckon Steve Wright might take the win for 4E. This is my prediction. Oh look, they're obviously a breakdown, so the scoots aren't out yet. They must have just left the holding bay. As you can see, the van poodling around as per. They do a great job, must admit. It is huge over here. So all the marshals, they stand at their posts, as you can see, all day. They do, yeah. Without them, obviously we can't do the racing. And then recovery, if you break down over there, that van is the sight you want to see. So they keep this all going.
Price was second and Stuart Day third, so that's your top three there. With
Justin
looks like
Justin qualified second, didn't know that, on his 4E.
I always think, So it's
he was flying, I must admit.
most definitely on the first
Right, the van's just
Yeah,
pulled in, so...
It's not bonnet.
my bonnet is.
Oh, I'll get a mention.
69.
69. No, I think he's.
I'm in Super Scooter, not stock. Come on. As Ted commented, I might send him a message.
In the second lot, wasn't he?
Yes, Ted.
Rather than in this lot.
Yeah.
Nice to get a mention.
So this is the first, the Group 4s. I think Mike Bonnet was a Group 6 machine, a red plate. So don't see him listed as.
I'm here.
being in this,
I'm here. Gooseneck.
group of
I'm here.
riders. So we're just waiting now for the green flag.
Right, so they are on the grid. So I literally just wait for the grid. So it's any time now.
And flagman's looking down the track forlornly. Ah, yes, there is a.
I think the recovery van was just getting into
recovery
position.
vehicle just
Dave.
coming out of the chicane
Oh,
towards
right.
the bottom of the mountain. So once he's clear of the circuit, I'm pretty sure they'll be good to go.
And it is quiet over here, so we might even hear him on the start. It's nice up here. I don't really come up here, to be fair, but the sun's finally coming out. It did actually, before I come walking over, it did actually start spitting. Can we hear them? Here they are. Right, so, as I said, this is warm-up lap. You will see, who is first? Yeah, stand, white helmet, Darren Keneally. I don't know if you can see that from there. I don't want to zoom in too much because the quality goes, but... Dave Bristow of Hornet Racing is out on a new DEA barrel in production class on his Vespa, and he was carrying really well on it, to be honest. So this is the start straight. I'll catch up back with Darren because this is all an awesome bit of track. So you see Darren, he's coming into picture now. There he is. And this is, that's it, you can hear he's in fourth now, so Darren is flying. So Darren, Stuart Day, Tom Shaw, Daz Westgarth. Oh, Keith. Keith Terry's changed group, so he's had a new livery for this weekend. Obviously Keith was production class on his orange JB bike, but for those who can remember, Keith Terry obviously used to race Group 4 back in the day, and he's actually done a Group 4 race replica of his old Group 4. So still running the number 23, which is obviously Keith's number. But yeah, I must admit, if you see Keith and he's on like a blackish blue bike, that is Keith. I'll point him out. Daz Westgarth, Group 4, he's going well. Also,
I used to be exactly the same taking photographs. The day didn't drag, you know. I was disappointed when it ended, but
We've got some up here with
so
that.
yeah, we just
Day, mate. We've actually got brilliant sunshine.
just waiting for the race start now.
Sunshine on the what's the word? Is it?
righteous.
The righteous. There you go. So the people up here, and there's still quite a few people in the cars and sat outside the cars. They are the righteous, and that's.
Just say the sun has come out, and I must admit, views are lovely up here. Can't sound old talking about views. Bloody hell.
Yeah, no, there's a lovely blue bit just over the start
This is
line.
paddock
The
area
front corner
through these
isn't
trees.
too good, nor is Hall Bends, but
And it is a mission to walk. So it's a good 5-minute walk,
Because the sun is actually quite low, so you get very long shadows.
especially as you're not really allowed push bikes. BHR don't allow you riding push bikes around. So
they haven't got the old tinted visors.
Paul, I must admit, actually, Paul Green used his van, so that's why I was thinking of Paul.
No, that's from a
Typical, the sun's come out, might struggle on that live feed.
It looks so cool.
Down the back straight.
It's at least 10 miles an hour.
Anyway,
top
John,
speed.
their lights are on.
So here we go, race start.
Keneally gets a flyer. He is absolutely stonking away.
He
There's
will
a
stonk
whole
away.
bunch behind
He's
him,
in a
but
different
there's
league,
no
Darren.
catching Keneally here. I think he's going to.
He's a full package bike.
Check out won't see you later because
riding. He's on it. So it's Darren. Looks like Stuart from here. Justin Price, I believe. Tom Shaw. Can't see who's in fifth. Yeah, I'm not going to point you in the sun, so I'll get you. So, Johnny, hello mate. Right, Darren Keneally. So here's Darren Keneally, Stuart Day, gone Stu, followed closely by Justin Price, then Hammy, then Tom Shaw, number 12, I forgot his name, Graham Tatton, Dave, Steve Wright, Keith, I think Zach Tingle on the auto, the Scamadi I believe. I might take a walk to try and, I don't want to walk too far, so I've got to walk back. If I walk along the track. If I jump over these fences. Don't want to miss too much of the races. So anyway, you come, after you go through the gooseneck, come down a hill into a left-hander, which is Mansfield, which is this corner here. And then it's a short, sharp blip to the chicane, which is tight, actually, really tight. So, you can see Darren there, just going up the hill. Massive lead now. So it looks like Justin's got Stuart Day. So, to be honest, looks like Justin's got a good lap. Yeah, a good gap even. So Justin, Stuart Day, looks like Hammy still in fourth, or is that Tom Shaw? Tom Shaw, then Hammy. Dave Bristow on the DEA motor, which I must admit, it sounds lovely. It does sound really nice. So if we come up to this corner, this is Mansfield here, so try and get a bit. In fact, I might as well walk along the mountain as well. So here comes Darren on Mansfield. Silky smooth. Oh, I can hear misgears. So yeah, Darren, Justin Price. Stuart's closing, which is Stuart Day third. Tom Shaw on the Group 4. Hammy. Closely followed by Dave Bristow, and then Graham Tatton. I think that might be Drew. I think it might be Drew Kerr, 12. Followed by Daz Westgarth, Group 4. Then it's Keith Terry. So, Mark Shirley and Anthony. Come on, he fell down there then. On the zips, they look like they're having a good little battle. So as you can see, this is the chicane. It looks tight. Phil Hallam just going through the chicane. Andy Walker on his 4E. As you can just see, Darren Keneally going up the hill. So I might as well carry on walking actually, because this will take me to the mountain. And this is quite a good little view. You can see up the hill as well. So. Dave looks like he's catching. I think can't see now. Rona, hello, lovely. I hope you're well. I've just seen your comments, so missing you as always. Tune in later, Rona. I'm out. Hopefully, anyway. They're able to get our race. We should see Darren Keneally coming at Mansfield areas. So Darren on number 26, saying he's got a good lead. Group 4. Then it is Justin Price, 4E. So Justin's obviously on the number 1 plate. Stuart Day is also 4E, followed by Tom Shaw. It looks like Tom Shaw's closing on Stuart, but obviously Tom's on the group 4. Dave, and then Hammy. So I don't know if Dave's caught Hammy and overtaken, but it also looks like Graham Tatton. That's Westgarth. I think that's Drew on number 12. Now, so Anthony Maxwell's just overtaking Keith on Mansfield. So this is Keith, 23. Then you've got Zach Tingle, 68. This, go back, you've got Chisel Speed. Then here's Anthony and Mark. So battling it out on the zips. John Woods, Fitz. Someone overtook Bob there on the chicane. That's brave. Really brave. This is Stamford Scooters. Harry, isn't it? From Stamford. Is it Harry?
Harry Smith.
Yeah, Harry Smith from Stamford Scooters. Just gone through the chicane on the small frame. Andy Walker going through the chicane. I'll take a walk up.
Look over his right shoulder to see Stuart Day, who's got number 15 or 25, what number he is, we don't know.
So yeah, I must admit it was nice actually getting back up in the group 6. I've been doing the endurance stuff, but they're just totally different. It's just the group 6 is a weapon, and it's just totally different to ride. So Darren again. Sounds like he's done a gearbox, to be honest. It could just be a rattle, but I'm zoomed in, sorry. Right, so here's Justin. It's hard to say about his lead. Don't know if Stuart is catching Justin or not. Oh, Tom Shaw's overtaken Stuart. Tom is on a group 4, so Stuart's on a 4E. Here goes Dave on the DEA. Oh, tatting on the inside of Hammy. Teammates battling out. Hammy going to get him. Oh, they didn't know what way. That's Westgarth, also Team DSC. So that would be 3rd in group 4. Drew. I keep calling him Drew. I don't.
That far in the lead, you can probably look across the circuit, see how far he's in front.
Try and get a few of the. So who's this? Steve Wright, 4E. I've tell a lie, Steve Wright's production, followed by Keith, 68 already tucked, and Zach Tingle on the Scamadi cut bike. I feel really bad. It's Nikita's brother. I shouldn't be saying Nikita's brother because that is horrible. I forgot his name. So Anthony's still in front of Mark Shirley. John Woods. They're going by so quick, I'm confused. Right, I'll tell you what I will do, I'll stay here because this is the corner after the start straight, and this is flat out on anything. Even the group 6, and it is an awesome corner. So if we can try and get Darren, stay here for Darren. Here comes Darren on the. In fact, I don't think there's many laps left actually. This might be last lap. Yeah. There they go up the hill. You can't get the perspective of speed, but they are flat out in 4th. So there's the 2 zips. So Justin Price just here now. So he's leader for 4E. I was wrong. Tom Shaw, group 4, followed by Stuart Day, which is 4E. Then we've got Dave, which is production class, Vespa, on the DEA. So Graham Tatton and Hammy battling it out. Darren Keneally up the hill. There we go, that's what I wanted to show you. Because that is probably the fastest corner on the track, to be honest.
having a go. They've just gone into Hall Bend, so
Where's Team Atoms? 107. I don't believe they got out. We had ignition problems, Glen Swallow. So, right, Keith is in front of Steve right at the minute. I'm 69, Bradley, and I will be out in the Super Scooter, which is in a... go on, Bob. Good old Bob West. He's mixing it up still. Phil, I done an interview with Phil last year at Lyddon. Phil was a newcomer, so... You all right? So this is where I get looked at weird. I'm talking to my phone. Right, that was the checkered flag, which is typical. But yeah, 69, I will be out in about 4 or 5 races time, hopefully, if they get it. It's Harry, just coming up to his last lap. So if I stand here...
Day was 4, Dave Bristow was 5th, Stephen Hamilton was 6th, Graham Patton was 7th, Darren Westgarth was 8th, Jeremy Steele was 9th, and the 10th place was taken by Keith Terry.
Good results for Keith, good lad. Oh, I say lad. Good dad. Yeah, everyone knows us. So yeah, that was the production. Hopefully, if all goes well, the super scooters will be out, I hope, because I want to race today. So there's all the boys coming in. So yeah, great race. So yeah, and obviously this is the mountain. Thank me later for doing pretty much a lap of the circuit for you all, just so you can see the gooseneck and the mountain. And so there you go, someone's happy. Always good to see. So yeah, tune in later. If all goes well, we'll get the... we'll hopefully get the... oh, Dave's knackered. It's hilly over here. But yeah, all goes well. Hopefully we'll get the super scooters race, fingers crossed, because I'm itching to race. Qualifying was fun. A few little niggles, but yeah, so tune in. I think Dave Bristow's doing the live feeds, so keep your eye out for him. And we'll speak to you in a bit.